Hey everybody. Satan isn't actually here. You are there. You're living pre-Satan being cast into the lake of fire, and your spirit's not subject to time. A lot of people give prophecies. To do that, their spirit is in the future. Their spirit is set on the future. A lot of people see Jesus returning because they're praying about it, but what they're seeing is something in the past. But they have this pre-belief that he's coming now. So they mistake that for him coming now. People, have you ever seen the mark of the beast? Have you ever seen Jesus on the cross? Have you ever seen anything about Moses or somebody? Well, they're not doing those things anymore. Jesus isn't on the cross. I've seen Jesus on the cross. That was back then. What if I saw Jesus on the cross and I was like, oh my God, Jesus is going to be crucified? Well, a lot of people are seeing Jesus returning and stuff in dreams and visions, but they're seeing the past and putting it in the future. Their spirits are in the past. People are getting attacked by devils. And it's the exact opposite reason that they think. They think that they're getting attacked because they cannot overcome the flesh. But the reason that they're conjuring up these devils is because they're living before Jesus returned, before all that was done, and they reject Christ and they reject his blood by trying to overcome the flesh. And this causes them to get attacked by devils. It's the same thing with seeing Satan. Satan was thrown into the lake of fire. We know that Jesus already came back. We know that he said some of them standing there would not taste death until he came in the clouds and rewarded every man according to their works. Well, every man was not rewarded according to their works until 70 AD, until after the 1,000-year reign. This already happened. 1,000 years doesn't even mean 1,000 years. This already happened. Satan's already cast in the lake of fire where the beast and the false prophet are. So if you see things about the beast and the mark of the beast and Satan and everything else, it is you putting your spirit back before Christ fulfilled everything. These things would leave you alone if you would leave that in the past and stop walking around all day long. Your spirits are geared towards the past. All day long, you're living in a 40-year period of Christianity from 35 AD to 70 AD, from 30 to 70 AD. You're living in that time. Your heart and spirit and mind are all geared toward that time. Okay? Everything that you're doing is geared towards that time. But that time's over. That's done. But you see these things and you think that they're now and you think that they're here in the future, but you're really just causing yourself grief. Satan existed back then. Satan was in that time. Whenever you go back under the law and under the prophets and under the old world, all those things that were fulfilled, guess who had power under the law and under the prophets and under the old world? Satan. Satan had power until Jesus kicked him out of heaven and came to get the saints. That's how long Satan had power. How long was Satan cast down before he was cast in the lake of fire? 3.5 years. He was cast down and chased the children of God in the wilderness for 3.5 years, 1,260 days. Jesus, the kingdom and salvation came. Now has come salvation in the kingdom of our God and in the power of his Christ, 66 AD. That war for the temple. We know that Satan was down here for a short time, 3.5 years, and attacking people. All right? We know that this time is over. We know that it's all done. That Jesus rewarded every man according to their works, and he rewards the living and the dead. So we know it's all over. But whenever you're seeing the mark of the beast, see, God has told people what the mark of the beast was, but they put it now for our time instead of realizing he was telling them what it was back then. And they think it's coming now. And they mix that up with what they believe. But Satan isn't here. You are actually back there. And you live back there. And you stay back there. Before Christ ever returned and before salvation came. That's where your whole heart and spirit is geared towards. So stop doing that. And you won't have to fight these devils anymore. You keep having to fight devils because you're living pre-70 AD. You're living pre-fulfillment and pre-salvation and pre-kingdom. And this makes you have to fight these devils because you're putting your spirit back to where they had it. People see all kinds of things about Jesus and everything, but what they're seeing is something that already happened. They're praying in their hearts, in their conscience, they're praying about a certain thing that's already done. So he shows them in a dream or a vision or something, or in their spirit, what would happen back then. And we take that and we put it for today. All these visions of Jesus coming, like I said, happen in 70 AD. People are putting them for today, whenever really they were shown the truth. They're just mixing it up because they think it hasn't happened yet. And that's exactly what people are doing with the devil and devils and everything else. And you're always going to have problems because you're living rejecting the kingdom, rejecting salvation, rejecting all that Christ did, and living before Christ returned. So stop, and you won't have problems with devils and Satan anymore.